So I'm pretty sure that everyone's favourite show to binge watch on Netflix lately is indeed that 70s show. I'm loving the retro vibe, so I figured I'd share some outfit inspo with you guys. But more importantly, I need to know who your all-time favourite character is from the show, so let me know in the comments.
Hello, Wisconsin!
Jackie definitely had her fair share of different looks over the entire 8 seasons the show ran for. However, when I think of her signature style, something more conservative and modest comes to mind. It just never seemed as though she was showing as much skin as, say, LAURIE or any of the older girls. This particular dress just screams Jackie to me for a few reasons. Firstly, obviously that print is so busy and bold, making it ideal. The wraparound detail also doesn't hurt, as it was a huge 70s trend in general. And also the fact that it hits below the knee, that's what she was most commonly spotted in. To top it all off though, don't forget about the neck scarf. This time around, I decided to take some inspiration from the guys as well, which, let's face it, wasn't very hard considering Kelso always looked bomb. I felt like he was often wearing polo shirts, which were a huge thing in the 70s, especially if they had a print or a pattern to them, like the one I'm wearing. A huge colour trend as well was definitely the shade Rust, which is what I have in both my top and matching trousers. Of course, the pants had to be flared, and I teamed them up with a skinny brown belt. When it came to accessories in the 70s, brown was definitely the way to go. So I actually threw this outfit together fairly last minute, mostly because I really wanted to include the skirt, but in the end it gave me some LAURIE vibes, so I decided to roll with it. As I mentioned earlier, I always thought that LAURIE was showing a little bit of extra skin, which is why I think this halter style top suits her perfectly. And I'm sorry, but I have to go on about the colours once again. They really elevate this look. I was even able to match them with these amazingly tacky wedges. Moving on to another guy-inspired look, I simply could not leave Fez out of this one. I love his style because it's always a little bit more funky and almost more dressy than the others. He's often wearing like a button-down shirt, but I thought that this would be a really nice alternative for a slightly more feminine take on it. Again, I could not go without my flares for a 70s look, and as I mentioned, his style was funky, so I think that he would definitely approve of some white boots in this situation. So I'm sorry guys, but I just had to include another Jackie look. When I was originally planning outfits for this video, I just had so many options for her, so this is another signature one. I feel the really flouncy top that's feminine and flirty is definitely a look she wore a lot. This time around, I teamed it with a wider belt in comparison to the skinny one I showed you earlier, but still sticking to it in a brown shade. Another thing it has in common is the length of the skirt, again hitting below the knee. I just feel like that is an essential for Jackie, especially if you're taking inspiration from the earlier seasons. Don't worry guys, I didn't forget about Donna. There were a few different options I could go for her, but all of which resulted in a tomboy sort of look. I decided to start out with a bandana. That was one of her signatures for a few seasons. And of course, I could have gone for a flannel or a baseball tee, but I decided this video was severely lacking in turtlenecks. She did wear a lot of maroon, so I think this one is pretty fitting. And of course, I threw on a jacket with it. This sort of style and silhouette was pretty popular in the 70s, especially since this is like a faux suede material. As for pants, I had to go for the good old flared jeans. I swear this is like all she wore. And to top it all off, I went for some sneakers this time round. So that's a wrap on this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And please do not hurt me for not including Eric or Hyde. I just ran out of time. Maybe I can do a part 2 somewhere along the lines instead. But anyway, I'd love to hear from you in the comments on which outfit was your favorite, and more importantly, who your all-time favorite character is. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Mwah!